This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Wednesday. The Jason Walker Show, live in the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. When I say above all, they do go above all, and they are handymen, and they will do it all for you. So check out Above All Handyman Services for anything you need. And I've mentioned this before, their tile work is absolutely fantastic. But big show coming up today. Alex Eshelman, That's What She Said, is on the way. And you can watch on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, and so many more great places. We're on like 17, 18, 19 audio platforms. Rumble, Verbal, Spotify, Apple, Google, everywhere. It's fun. On this day in history, we've got some track news and much more coming up here on a great, great day. It is Wednesday, and it is windy. But man, Montana, I was telling this story to some buddies a few days ago. And that when I used to work, I'm not a weatherman. I used to play one on television up at in Great Falls at the ABC station up there. And I got all the hand movements down and everything. It's great. But the National Weather Service people would tell me that there's like a fight to get people to Montana because people want to come with the weather meteorologists, with the weather service, because there's different storm systems and it's hard to predict the weather in Montana. And it's not, weather guys get ragged on all the time, but it's true that Montana is one of the toughest spots in the world to predict the weather because you've got Canadian fronts, you've got the Pacific Northwest, you've got storms coming up from the south. It's just, it's kind of tough. As Southwest Montana and Southeast Montana deal with historic, horrendous flooding, there was a lot of snow up in the glacier area. There was snow, Seeley Lake, I saw. I mean, there was a lot of snow in northwest and central Montana yesterday. So I understand how it's tough to predict the weather in the state of Montana for sure. So let's see. You can weigh in on this show anytime at JWalkerSports. You can on the Twitter, Facebook. Also email Jason at JasonWalkerShow.com. And our phone number is 406-209-1267. Let's see here. Update from Casper. Montana State's Taylor Moykins is second in the average right now in barrels. We had Paige Rasmussen on yesterday talking about what it's going to take for the Bobcat women to repeat. So hopefully they can keep making points because that's what Paige said. She's out of the running for the goat tying, but she can get some great points for her team for sure. Got this message sent to me today from a very trusted source, I'd say a good friend, and friend of the show for sure. So he was sent this from a member of the community in Baker. And more coaches continue to be under attack. Baker is hiring a non-school person with zero coaching experience to coach football. They fired the coach, what's his name, Jay Schumacher, over 400 wins, and they also passed over another staff member who does have head coaching experience. So you have a coach who has over 400 wins, Hall of Famer, MHSA for sure. And apparently, a parent wants to coach their own kid. So you get rid of a great coach for someone with no experience because they want to coach their own kid. We know how that's going to go. I mean, Baker is a traditional powerhouse in Class B football, right? What are we doing, people? I mean, we've seen this spring in Montana, and really the last year in Montana, great coaches be dismissed for just unbelievably dumb reasons by school board members. I mean, we saw it in Frenchtown where Ryan Nelson was let go with his staff last year. He's the new head coach at Hellgate. We saw it most recently with Clinton Lang and Jefferson. Anaconda with its basketball coaches. We're, 5 days away from finding out the fate of Shoto's volleyball coach. Another Hall of Fame type career. But what are parents in the state of Montana doing? What are school boards? I mean, a lot of these school board members don't even have kids in these schools. And I don't know if it's because they have political aspirations and you start at the school board, but you're screwing over your communities. That's what you're doing. I mean, the situation in Jefferson, which we talked about extensively in April when it happened, and then you get threatened by a spouse of a school board member for calling out their crap and their non-truths. I have no idea what the state of Montana, what people are thinking, what they are doing on the school boards here. Is it out-of-staters moving in? I mean, if a lot of political aspirations start at the school board, so is that what it is? You're moving in from out of state. You want to Californiaize whatever it is, and you're just screwing over great coaches and teachers? Is that where we're headed in Montana? We've already got crappy states. We don't need Montana to become one. And maybe at the end of the day, school boards shouldn't have the final say. But I don't know the solution as of yet. But why is the school board in charge of hiring and firing? Why can't we have, the administration do it? Right? Why can't a principal, why can't a superintendent, why can't an athletic director in high schools in Montana make the final decisions? Because every one of these coaches that has been let go has had, the administration supports them. They have the support of the people that are in the school that deal with them every day. Players, teachers, administrators, janitors. There's no reason for any of this crap to be going on. None. And it just gets more and more frustrating day by day with this. But if you're on the school board for solely ego reasons, you need to get off. And people vote on school board, I get it. I mean, I ran for the school board when my son was in Gallatin Gateway. I lost by a vote. But I mean, this was a kindergarten through 8th grade school. It wasn't like I was trying to replace a coach. I mean, the coaches there were great, all of them. But you have egotistical parents that think they're going to live their lives through their kids. It's not your kid's fault or their head coach's fault that you sucked in high school and couldn't make it. And some of these people are, I mean, some of the school board members are in, pillars of the community as far as what they do with work. And I'm not the type that's going to call for boycotts or any of that crap. But why are we at this point in this state? It just absolutely blows my mind that you get rid of great respected coaches and teachers because of a personal agenda. I want to coach my kid, so out goes this coach of 400 wins. Out goes this coach of 25 years and over 20 district titles. It's high school, folks, in Montana. We have over 500 student athletes that have signed to play in college. Not one of them has a parent that's going to play. It's these kids. And at the end of the day, that's who we're hurting, is the kids. When we had Clint Lang on talking about being let go at Jefferson before he was rehired, that's what he said. I said, why would you want to go back if they rehire you? And he said, it's for the kids. Every coach that I know is in it for the kids. They don't have any aspirations to go off to be a successful NBA or NFL coach. They want to help the kids become better young men and women and prepare them for their adult lives. Because that's what it's all about. I understand the shortage of coaches, the shortage of officials, because parents are being jackasses across the country. It's not just in the state of Montana. I mean, this is going on all over the world, or all over the country. It's high school athletics, folks. It's not the pros. These kids aren't signing multi-million-dollar deals in high school. Okay? It's let them get their money when they go to college. And it's not even about the money. But the parents, you're ruining it. You're ruining the experience for everybody by acting like a jackass. The opening segment of the Jason Walker Show brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. You've got milled log, you've got handcrafted, and you've got timber frame. And over 50 years experience that will build you a home crafted to last for generations. Get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes today at yourcustomlog.com. All right. Rant over. I can't believe it's like once a week we have to have this chat about parents. Okay? Go to Applebee's with your buddies. Okay? Wear your Letterman's jacket and think you were Big King. Relive the glory days. Okay? Put all your letters on, all your pins, and just go hang out with your buddies that didn't make it either. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. When we do, we'll talk Legion Baseball. We will talk Football Hall of Fame and a whole lot more. Alex Eshelman is going to join us for That's What She Said Wednesday, and looking forward to chatting with her. Also on this day in history and much more still to come. This is the Jason Walker Show. It's nobody else's name on it. But if you want to ring in, you can. I'll gladly talk to people that are parents that are being morons. Quick break. Alex Eshelman coming up next. Hang on.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Father's Day is coming fast, and what more would that great dad in your life want than a full detail from Auto Concepts? Or maybe he would just prefer a lift kit. It's also camping season, and now is the perfect time to outfit that rig with a winch just in case. Auto Concepts is your home for everything for your vehicle, including updating your car stereo system too. Auto Concepts also has gift certificates for dad or yourself. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little, or a lot, your choice. Have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Wednesday. This segment brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn. Helena, coming up on this day in history, Montana Tech track in the news, and a little bit more still to come. But it is time to get to That's What She Said Wednesday, and our great friend, the one and only Alex Eshelman. What are we going to put on this green screen behind us?
Nothing today. This is Madison Atkinson's, our Dayside News reporter's office. She is out covering the floods in Yellowstone. Yeah. So we've kind of switched gears because I have the laptop since I'm always kind of out and about running around from one game to the next. So that's kind of my main computer system, but she's taking it right now. So I am here.
I like it.
I'm on her laptop now.
Oh, beautiful. It looks like a little, I know it's for news, but it looks like it could be a little mobile weather station as well.
Yeah, we've got all the gadgets here. How you doing, Jason?
I'm good. How is Bozeman holding up with the flooding? I know south of Bozeman didn't look good there, but and we all know about Yellowstone and the rest of the southern part of the state.
I mean, I think Bozeman is fine. I'm really thinking about Yellowstone and specifically Gardner and all of Paradise Valley. I feel like that's where it's really hitting hard closest to us at the moment. But Bozeman's okay. Just thinking about everybody over there, man.
Yep. Alex Eshelman joining us. That's What She Said, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. And I was in there. So last week, Dinner's Done Right, I stopped and got some edible cookie dough. And I know you're a big fan of cookie dough. My daughter absolutely loves it. So today she's like, Daddy, can you please go get me more? So I had to go back to Dinner's Done Right to get the edible cookie dough. And it's Reese's M&Ms and cookie dough. So it's like...
Bring some by when we're covering the Montana Football Hall of Fame.
I will have to. Request. I will bring some next week. I will have to. You'll have to remind me, but I will bring some down to you. Let's talk about Legion baseball, because I know last week you were out covering the Bucks at Heroes Park. It's we're deep into the season now. We have about a month and a half left to go, Alex, and it's critical time for everybody involved.
Definitely. Yeah, it was so fun. I haven't been able to make it out to Bozeman Bucks practice until about last week, where I was able to tell some cool stories about the seniors, get to know the team. My favorite part about that team, or possibly favorite team member, is Bucky. Bucky is their good luck charm, as some say. It is a deer head in their locker room that they decide to bring out every game. Nice. Or not every game, but hysterical. Anyway, that's besides the point.
No, that's good.
I was going on a tangent there. No, I think Bozeman's doing well. I mean, I talked to them. They said, we've had some ups and downs this year. A lot of ups and downs. I do think Helena still is very much in that first place spot. What do you think?
Well, I mean, they are the ones to beat, but they're only sitting at 1-3. You got the Bucks at 2-1. Kalispell Lakers are 3-1. There hasn't been a whole ton of conference games played yet, but it's going to heat up as the weather heats up as well, and that makes it a fun time of the year for us getting to cover baseball.
Oh, definitely. I know. I wish I'm going to turn it around here, but it's finally nice and sunny outside. Oh my gosh, this weather has just been, I don't feel like it's been summer yet.
Well, not until Sunday or Monday, officially. See, your weather person could tell you that.
Well, tomorrow it's supposed to be 80-ish here. So
it's supposed to be like 95 here on Friday.
I'm going to be whipping out the shorts or the sundress, whatever.
There you go.
It's going to be nice.
There you go.
Yeah, Legion baseball, really interesting time. Next week I'll really be able to dive in and go to some games, but haven't been able to make it there so far.
Alex Eshelman joining us, the ABC Fox Montana and SWX Montana sports reporter. You got the CNFR, Paige Rasmussen's out of the goat tying, had her on the show yesterday, but the team and Coach Whitaker still feel pretty confident about maybe going back-to-back. But Taylor Moikin's killing it. The guys have struggled, but the girls, as long as they keep making points, that's a good thing.
Right. Right. Yeah, that was another group. Along with the Bozeman Bucks, I was able to speak with Coach Whitaker last week before he headed to Casper. Spoke with Paige Rasmussen. She's awesome. I'm hoping to speak with Taylor. But, I mean, just it's amazing. It's amazing that, how successful they were last year. And it was fun talking with Coach Whitaker about his time competing in the CNFR. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to hear how he enjoys going back to Casper this time as a coach. He said, I think a lot has changed since I was there competing. So he actually was a part of the first year that it was transitioned to Casper.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to hear. But yep, thinking good thoughts for the Bobcats. How do you think they'll end up, Jason?
I don't know if they're going to be able to catch the top two teams. I think a third place finish might be in the run, but you just never know. I mean, Paige has her third run on Friday in goats. You've got Taylor sitting in second in the average in barrels. J.C. Curran is up there as well. As long as, like I said, they keep making points and keep chipping away, there's a chance to go back-to-back. One thing I know helping Coach Whitaker is Shelby Rasmussen, because she's been there, and it's his first time there as the Bobcat coach. It's a lot of work, and Shelby is helping out, according to Paige.
That's awesome. I did not realize that Shelby was helping coach. I was actually talking to Flint last week about prepping for my interview for Paige, and I said, we got to get Shelby on the ESPN broadcasts doing the CNFR, because who would know it better than her? Yep.
Well, and she does such a great job with the Cowboy Channel and other stuff before, but I don't want her to take our spot when we do the MSU Rodeo with SWX.
Well, I'm hoping to have her on the Livingston PBR with us.
I will be there with you.
So, you're going to be on that, right?
Yep. Looking forward to it.
So cross your fingers. I'm hoping that we can kind of do a dual interview situation, because I would personally learn so much from her, and she's, the Rasmussen girls are awesome.
Oh, the whole family. We've talked about it. Alex Eshelman joining us. Let's switch over to Big Sky football real quick. You had the preseason polls, which we talked about, but the preseason All-America list, Athlon Sports, 3 Grizz, and then with Patrick O'Connell, Justin Ford, and Malik Flowers, all deserving, and then Isaiah Fonse from Montana State, also very deserving. Anything surprise you with that list?
No. I looked at it, and also, Jason, I'm just not in the football. When all these things start coming out, it's just not football season quite yet. We're getting close. We got to pay attention to all of it, but it's just enjoy the summer just for a quick second. Let them do their thing, and we'll come back full force. Because once it's back in full force, you're so sick of each other at that point, because you're seeing each other every single day. No, I don't ever get sick of them, but nothing surprised me. Anything surprise me or surprise you?
Nope. No. I mean, this was first team, so or all whatever. But yeah, Isaiah's the obvious choice for Montana State. They've got stuff to prove. But yeah, okay. So aside from Legion Ball, we've got rodeos coming up, like we mentioned. What else are you working on?
This is the dog days of sports reporting, if you will, Jason. Yep. This is where you really start to tap into your creative side and try to get outside the box. And right now, I'm actually putting a little piece together on the 50th anniversary of Title IX, and kind of tying that into Montana State women's basketball's kids camp. But I want to continue telling stories. I'm going to try to keep telling some stories about the 50th anniversary of Title IX, just because I think that's important. We're doing some fun stuff with Montana State football coming up. Sean and I are doing a Tee It Up segment with both Montana and Montana State. So we'll go out and play a couple holes I'll play obviously with the Cats, and he'll play with the Grizz. So that will be really fun. And what else is there? Some fun feature stories that I'm trying to conjure up with the football team. So we'll see. And then volleyball, everything, whatever I can. There's a fishing derby on Saturday in honor of Father's Day. Yes. that I will be at, all of those fun things.
Go back to the Title IX issue, because that's a topic that hits home, I know, with you, especially being a female, but I'm a big supporter of Title IX. Yesterday was Pat Summitt's birthday, and she would have, she was a big proponent. Robin Selvig, the Lady Grizz coach, was a big proponent, but it has done so much. And we focus in our world on the sports aspect of it, but really Title IX has done so much for ladies in the country for 50 years now, and in any form of life, but especially on the sporting circle.
Definitely. I mean, it really is crazy to think 50 years ago. I mean, my parents are past 50, and my grandparents are thankfully still alive. And to think that at one point that didn't exist for my mom and my grandma for obviously much longer than my mom. So it's something that fortunately I get to take for granted, and the women who are my age and have always had that luxury of Title IX, we're so lucky. And I think it's important to never forget. I mean, it's one of those things that you just always should recognize, whether that's the 50th anniversary, the 51st anniversary. It's a milestone in not only American history, but just another one of those things that we've been able to pioneer and set an example for the rest of the world that women should be in sports. It shouldn't be a privilege. It's something that we should be allowed to do just as much as anybody else. And whatever you are, whoever you are, you should be able to play sports and have that opportunity.
And what I appreciate about it too is, I had an older daughter who played sports. I've got a little one coming up, and she loves throwing the ball around. But the opportunities that, what really surprises me, and I talk to coaches about this a lot, is 50 years later, and we're still not treating women's athletics equally in college, which blows my mind. I mean, when you look at the success of women's athletics, and they still have to fight for locker rooms, they still have to fight for uniforms in some cases. I mean, it's kind of pathetic, and we have a long way to go still.
We do. But you know what, Jason, I think everything is about perspective. And I think that you are 100% right. There is a long road ahead to making things better. However, on the flip side, we just got to keep pushing and do it in a positive manner. Yep. And recognize that we have come such a long way. We just got to keep moving forward.
Well, I'm always behind Title IX and supporting the young ladies that get the opportunities, because they weren't there 51 years ago in many cases, like you said. So
crazy. Yeah.
All right, let's talk Hall of Fame with Alex Eshelman. Next week we will be down in Billings, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You've got the induction ceremony. You've got the red carpet event, which I'm really looking forward to, with you doing most of those fantastic interviews. So I had a draft with Chris Byers yesterday, because I'm sharing the interviews on stage with him.
Love it.
And he gave me the first pick. I went with Dane Fletcher as my first pick. How do you feel about that?
I love that pick. I mean, Bozeman boy, let's go.
Right?
Absolutely.
And then he chose Robert Doerr. Great story with him. I'm going to put the poster up here for a second so you can see all the names. So this is what part, I'm sorry, Jason, I've never been to the Hall of Fame, so walk me through this. What part of the ceremony will this be, and what will you and Chris be doing? So while you're doing some of the red carpet interviews, I will be doing interviews with Chris of all the players and inductees. So like I have Dane Fletcher, Shan Schillinger, Rocky Gullickson, and Dane Storiston, and then he's interviewing on stage the other ones. But you'll also be interviewing some of these guys and their families, like Blaine McElmurray, Jim Sweeney's family, Marsh Sunderland's family. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get down there. And, I mean, it's a great list. And when you talk about the Montana Football Hall of Fame, I mean, almost 200 guys have gone on to successful pro careers from the state of Montana. Right. And it's just fantastic. So Saturday, okay, so we've got the big golf tournament Friday. And I think we're on the same team. We had the board meeting last night. I think we're playing together.
I believe last time I talked to Chris, I am playing with him. So if you're on that team, then we're on that team.
That's the team I want to be on then, because it's you and Chris. Then I don't have to golf with like Coulter and Sean and those guys. All those Missoula guys can have their own.
No, they're awesome, and
they are
on Friday, and you want that guy on your team. He's good.
Yeah, and Sean's not too shabby, and I don't know if Spencer golfs.
Me neither.
Hey, by the way,
he does.
Did you see the story he did about watermelon race for the Class B All-Star game last week?
I did not know.
Oh, it was great. It was great. There was a competition for watermelon on early in the week, and he did a great job down there. So you guys do good work.
I'm gonna go back and watch it, and we'll recap it next week.
You should. And then, so Friday's the golf, and then Saturday we have the red carpet event. And we're still working on some times, and then of course the banquet. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
It definitely will. Hey, safe travels. Stay safe down there. And we're thinking of everybody. I know there's Bradley Warren put up a great Twitter thread last night about how to help out with relief efforts. I shared it, but it's a great thread. And is he in Montana or is he in Spokane?
He's in Spokane, but he covers both Montana and Spokane news.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good dude. He's funny.
Oh, yeah. He's the hardest. I was just telling one of my coworkers, he's one of the hardest working humans I know. Like, that guy never stops working.
It's like he travels all the time.
Yeah, he's incredible. I definitely look up to him. I definitely look up to his work ethic for sure.
All right, that's what she said, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. And I was in there today, like I said, and I have an idea for sports reporters, news reporters. Like, this would help. What's her name? Madison?
Yes, Madison.
Okay, so it's a cooler that is also an oven that you plug into your car.
Okay.
And you can cook like individual meals. You can cook big casseroles in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Railroad guys are loving this thing. So you just plug it in. Like if you're traveling to a story and you're going to want a snack or something, you just plug it in, cook it, and it's done. It's amazing. So
I love that.
I think it's a great thing for news departments, sports departments, definitely truckers and stuff like that. But these coolers I immediately thought of you because you're out on the road all the time.
I love that. I love that idea. Very excited about that. And you should bring one again. Bring the cookie dough and bring one of those to Billings for the Hall of Fame.
I definitely will. Hey, I know you got to run. Thanks for joining us. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. Now, do you want to do next Wednesday on this, or do you want to do Thursday live in Billings? I guess it depends on when you get there.
I'll be there on Thursday. I'll have to double check, so I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. But we definitely will have Alex next week. That's what she said.
Thursday's the golf tournament, right?
Friday's the golf tournament, so you're going to want to be there.
Yeah, so I'll be there. Okay, yeah. Then, let's do it on Thursday.
So you have a room, by the way. We got you 3 nights of a hotel.
Yes, yes. I know. I'm all ready to go. I'm excited.
And you know how I sold it? I'm like, hey, guys, she postponed a trip home by like a day so she can come down and do this with us. So I kind of dug in a little bit for you.
System.
I finagled for you. It's because you're the best.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see you guys, and I'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good. That is Alex Eshelman joining us. That's what she said, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. She is the absolute best. Covers everything in the Gallatin Valley for SWX and ABC Fox Montana. Nobody does it better down there than her. She is our favorite. But stop in at Dinner's Done Right. So I was talking about these ovens, and you just plug it in your car, and it cooks like an entire meal. And Vicky over at Dinner's Done Right was telling me that the railroad guys are absolutely loving these because you just cook it as you go. Truckers would benefit from using this thing. You can even use it in camping trips, right? Or if you're a parent, you got a kid playing a baseball game that night or a soccer game, you just pop it in at the field. The game gets done. Your dinner's done. You're not, it's just fantastic. I love it. So there you go. stop in. Dinner's Done Right in Helena, and they also have DoorDash. So make sure you utilize that if you need be. All right, quick break. We'll come back, get you set for tomorrow. We'll wrap things up. We got On This Day in History to talk about, Montana Tech Track to talk about, and a whole lot more. This segment brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Ruckers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Ruckers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Final segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. Hottest machines. You get great drinks. You can buy bottles, but go in and pop in a 5, pop in a 20. You could win $800 in one draw. Copper Club Casino and Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. Two best in town. So make sure you stop in and say hi to the friendly staff. They'll take care of you. So Montana Tech, women's track and field finished third in the U.S. Track and Field Cross Country Coaches Association Program of the Year list released yesterday. The award honors the institution that has achieved the most success in each academic year, determined by where the institution finished in cross country, indoor, and outdoor. You must qualify your team for each, and then scoring is based on the team's finish at those championships. Tech finished 11th in cross country in the NAI, 6th indoor, 8th in the outdoor. They won the conference championship. Freshman Abby Clark named the Frontier Field Athlete of the Year after winning the heptathlon, the 100 hurdles, and the high jump. Was runner-up in the long jump. Becca Rickman, who was the Track Athlete of the Year, was also the USTF-CCCA Track Athlete of the Year, and won the 3,000-meter steeplechase at the conference tournament. The 5,000, the 10,000 was second in the 8, and the relay 4x4. And then at the NAIs, she was the most valuable person for her team, or for the whole tournament meet, where she won the 10,000 was second, and the 5,000 and the steeplechase. So congratulations to Montana Tech women track and field. That's pretty cool. And to get a national recognition, and they haven't been around that long. I mean, that's the great thing. Just a couple of years, and they're killing it. And getting the job done is always a good thing. Let's see, what else did we see today? Oh, so I was going to update you on the AA Legion standings. We kind of talked about it with Alex Eshelman. We got Kalispell sitting at 3-1, the Scarlets 1-0, the Royals of Billings 2-1, the Bucks 2-1 of Bozeman, Great Falls 0-1, Helena 1-3. And remember, Helena was on like a 13 or 14 game win streak before conference play started. And they've struggled out of the gate in conference play, but they can turn that around. Missoula 0-2. Lethbridge and Medicine Hat can't. Is it they can't cross, or Montana teams can't cross up to Canada? One of the two. Top 8 head off to the state tournament in Billings next month. And Helena, your defending champs in AA. And so there you go. What else did I see that we wanted to hit on? CNFR continues, and we know how well Taylor Moykins is doing, sitting in third. And the Bobcat women were in third heading into last night. They currently sit in third behind Southwestern, Oklahoma State, and Texas A&M. The other Big Sky region schools not faring very well. Northern Montana sitting in 19th. Right now. And then, let's see, where's the men's standings? They are being led, the men, by Missouri Valley College, Tarleton State, which is so good, Casper, and then you've got the Montana State men sitting in 23rd, and that's MSU Northern sitting in 37th on the men's side. Not a whole lot of Montana Western stuff in there yet either. So it's going well for the Big Sky region, but not looking fantastic at the time. So that could all change, though. As long as you get some points, that could all change. Let's do on this day in history. It is June the 15th. It is Photography Day. Smile Power Day. It is also, I'm going to mispronounce this, the big shark thing, Megalodon Day. 1878, the world's very first motion picture was taken. And I believe we have a photo of it. I'm almost positive we've showed this before. Yeah, here it is. So this was the very first photo, motion picture, moving pictures. Used 12 cameras, each taking one picture, and it was done to see if all four of a horse's hooves leave the ground at the same time. There was discussion for hundreds of years, but you can clearly see that they do. And you look at the, pictures 2 and 3, you can see all four hooves off the ground. So that's pretty cool. This day in 1887, the New York Giants beat the Philadelphia Phillies 29-1. This was a day for a lot of runs in baseball. 1894, the Phillies beat the Reds 21-8. 1902 on this date, in the minor league's most lopsided baseball game, Corsicana, Texas, beat Texarkana 51-3. Justin Clark of Corsicana hit 8 home runs in the game back in 1902. 1925, Philadelphia A's were trailing in the bottom of the 8th, 15-4 to Cleveland, and then scored 13 times to win 17-15. 1928, A's baseball star Ty Cobb would steal home for a record 54th time. 1938, the first night game at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, and it was a fantastic game. Under the lights, Cincinnati Reds' Johnny Vandermeer hurls his unprecedented second consecutive no-hitter. It's never been done before or after. 2 straight no-hitters. 1960, Angel Cordero wins the first of his over 7,000 horse races. Juan Marichal no-hit Houston for San Francisco on this date in 1963. And on this date in 2019, a baseball jersey belonging to Babe Ruth becomes the most expensive sports memorabilia, selling for $5.64 million at an auction in New York. And that jersey is currently hanging not in the Above All Services or Above All Handyman Services man cave. It's not here. So don't come looking for it. A couple other things in this day in history. 1864, Robert E. Lee's home in Arlington, his ranch, becomes a military cemetery, Arlington National. Waylon Jennings, born on this date, 1937, passed away in 2002. And I was the first DJ in the States to break the news that Waylon Jennings died. I was working in a country station in Great Falls. Our consultant called and he said, nobody knows this yet, but Waylon just passed. Here's 12 straight songs I want you to play. And so I broke the news that Waylon Jennings died. Casey Kasem passed away on this date in 2014. The great radio guy, creator of American Top 40, the voice of Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, died on this date in the age of 82. And every time you think of Casey Kasem in the top 40, I mean, what is it? Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars? I mean, Casey was fantastic. Working in radio for as long as I did, in music radio, 2 things stood out. 2 guys, Casey Kasem with the American Top 40, and then Bob Kingsley with the country Top 40. Those 2 guys were the best and did it the best in any countdown ever. And is it the 70s on 7 on Saturdays? They still play Casey Kasem's 1970s top 40s. It's fantastic. Going back to listen to on that on Sirius XM. So that is on this day in history. This segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. Cold drinks, hot machines. And I mean, you could pop in a 20 and walk out with 800. I mean, that's how hot the machines can be. And the friendliest staff, Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino on Dredge Street. Let's do, as soon as I get to it, let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky, and it is there is no better Cajun food this side of New Orleans, and absolutely love the crew, great gang, and stop into Cafe Zydeco and get your dinners. Tonight, before 8 is when they close. Tonight, tomorrow, Friday, and 9 to 3 on Saturday they're open. Did see this. Great Falls schools to delay baseball until at least the 2023-24 season. It appears that all the AA outside of Butte and Belgrade will wait. So Butte and Belgrade will start baseball, high school baseball next spring. But Missoula, Billings, Helena, Bozeman, Calapas schools are all waiting another year. But 18 schools are signed up to play. So we're probably just going to have, instead of divisions of AA, A, and B, or BC, we'll probably have one division for baseball next year. Of the 18 schools outside of Butte and Belgrade, Stevensville, Corvallis, Hamilton, Whitefish, Columbia Falls, Polson, Frenchtown, Dillon, Sidney, Browning, and East Helena have all decided to play. Eureka, Troy, Thompson Falls, and Florence Carlton, along with Columbus. So that would be my guess. And is that the 18 schools will play in one division. That kind of happened with softball and soccer at the beginning when they first went in, until more schools add those sports. But there you go. Let's see, what else did we want to hit on? I think that was it. Man, we had fun. Tomorrow on the show, we're talking East-West Shrine Game, and we're also going to talk the Montana-Wyoming All-Star Basketball Series and the Montana Volleyball Classic with the one and only Rocky Erickson. Yep, Rock's going to join us tomorrow, and looking forward to that conversation as well, because Rocky is a plethora of knowledge. He is Montana high school athletics. Love Rocky Erickson. So that'll be tomorrow here on the Jason Walker Show in the Above All Handyman Services Man Cave. One of these days I'll get it right. Oh, good stuff. Alex Eshelman, that's what she said. Thank you for joining us. Rocky Erickson tomorrow. If you missed anything, you can go to jasonwalkershow.com. Have a wonderful Wednesday. The wind's starting to die down. We're keeping you in our thoughts in the flood-prone areas that are flooding right now in Montana, both northwest and the southern part of the state, southwest and southeast Montana. We're thinking of you. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 4. If you missed anything, jasonwalkershow.com. Have a great night. See ya.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.